before Easter, and the devil is trying to get busy. We're not going to let us stop him. We're not going to let him stop us, right? Okay, check out Numbers 13 and 27. Then they told him and said, we went to the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Nevertheless, the people who dwell in the land are strong. The cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the descendants of Anak there. It's not going to be easy. Got to be prepared to fight. We got to be prepared to struggle. It's going to be a challenge. But hey, how they used to say, nothing is worth having that you don't have to work hard for. 29. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the banks of the Jordan. They're saying that it's deep in enemy territory. It's going to be very, very hard. It's not going to be like taking candy from a baby. So if that's what you're facing right now, you kind of know, that's how you kind of know you're on the right track. If it seems impossible, you want it, but it's not easy. It's not going to be easy. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, let us go up at once and take possession, for we are well able to overcome it. It was something in Caleb's vision that let him know, hey, we can take this. We can get it. We can do it. We got God on our side. He told us to do it. We God's chosen people. We got to do it. That's the eyes that we have to look through. You can't look through the eyes of the people that say, nah, you can't do it. Nah, that's impossible. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do this. You can't look through those eyes. But the men who had gone up with him said, we are not able to go against these people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, the land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. There we saw the giants. The descendants of Anak came from the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. You can't look through the eyes of the naysayers. David wasn't the only one that went up against giants. Moses' people had to go up against giants. We're facing giants today. We're facing people with giant minds. They're building human robots. They're cloning humans. They're making trees that can produce 4 different types of fruit off one tree. They mixing humans with animals. We up against people with giant brains today, but you got to understand that being God's chosen, that means that he's with you. His power is going to be with you. His spirit is going to be on the inside of you. You can't look through the eyes of the naysayers. Nah, your business won't make it. They got 3 other people with the same business on the street that you want to be on. We have to go in faith, go in the faith of God. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. No matter how it seems, we got to come up with a strategy. First, they went in and spied out the land. They didn't just go in and charging and fighting. They came up with strategies. You got to come up with a strategy, with a game plan. You got to get your team together. You see, it was a lot of naysayers and people that thought they couldn't do it. Everybody is not going to be your right-hand man. Some people are just made to be water boys. You know, you got to have a water boy. You got to have somebody packing the luggage. But you can't go off the eyesight of the naysayers. Even Moses' father-in-law was inside of the camp, and he said, "Hey, I'm ready to go back home." And Moses told him, "No, hey, you got expertise. We need your expertise. You get it. You got to get your team strong. You got to come up with your plan, and then don't back down. Execute. God is with you. You're chosen. God's spirit is in you, and it can be done. No matter how long it takes, no matter how many casualties you will have to face along the way, but it has to be done." That's all for today, you guys, and I will get back with you later. Gotta get loaded.